Dear Marshall, this is my second sports med project, and it is injury prevention for ankle instability. My student athlete is named Quinn, and he's been dancing since he was 3 and found it something he still enjoys to this day. He is on the school's dance team as well as on a team outside of school. He first injured his right ankle when he was 11. He was doing a spin and dance and went to step out of it, and his ankle gave out underneath him. He's struggled for a few years on not having confidence when dancing. He shared some videos of during dance class, he would go to turn and his ankle just folds laterally. This one, it's a bit more dramatic of a give out. He went to turn and his ankle just crumpled underneath him as well as the rest of his leg. During the testing with Quinn, I took videos on my own outside of dance class to see, and I had him slow down for these turns and just go with what he felt comfortable with. In the first video, he took his socks halfway off for grip. In the second video, you can see it. I forgot to turn the camera a bit, but he falls as he steps out of it, but he does save it. Our goals for the program were not exactly the same. Quinn was more focused on strengthening, whereas I wanted to help increase his confidence and faster recovery with lower pain. So we worked together to find a program that we both think helped those goals for him, and I made sure to include what he was comfortable with, and I didn't want to push him too hard. The baseline tests I ran were range of motion, strength, pain, and took note of stretches that were difficult as well as weakness and giving out. Some things I noticed that he didn't have great arches on really either of his feet. They looked like they were collapsing, so I went over arch taping and techniques that would help with it. I also noticed that he tends to not trust it when he has to lean laterally on his ankle. He sometimes randomly gets pain when walking and when dancing, which I explained could possibly be shin splints from collapsing arches. He does not have confidence when stepping into it. And for the range of motion test, I used a goniometer and was focused more on the bad one when measuring and went over it. He was able to achieve 166 degrees of plantar flexion and 65 degrees of dorsiflexion. For strength, I asked him to do calf raises till he couldn't or it hurt, and he managed to do 35 on his injured ankle. And then I had him rate his pain for overall testing, which was a 2 out of 10 because he wasn't putting continuous stress on it. My plan and exercises, I had him do 4 directions of exercise band, inversion, eversion, plantar flexion, and dorsiflexion. I had him do single calf raises on both sides of his ankle, which the single calf raises work the gastrocnemius, which is mostly a calf muscle but also helps stabilize the ankle. I had him balance on one leg each day, which helps build trust as well as works the gastrocnemius and soleus. I had him do towel pickups, which work the flexor muscles of the toes, specifically the flexor digitorum longus, flexor digitorum brevis, and quadratus plantae. And lastly, I had him trace ABCs with his ankle to help improve stability and mobility. Overall, I'd say that the program was a success. According to him, on last Friday's football game, he had a dance recital at halftime, and he told me there was no pain dancing, and he didn't feel as sore afterwards, and it felt better a lot quicker. He his confidence increased by about 30% overall, where his plantar flexion and dorsiflexion increased roughly 8.4% and 13.8%, and his strength increased overall by about 30%.